I'm from California. I go to Bethany College. I am a softball player. I am a junior there, so it's kind of cool. I'm almost done. Woo! So let's get this started. Alrighty, so what I did for this company is I am their social media and / marketing personnel. I took over the responsibility of their social media, including Facebook and Instagram, and learned how to make their videos and post on YouTube. These videos were more about informational work. There's a lot of hose ends that we showed in our video that you can go look on. It's just Lincoln Supply Company. And then I also did a lot of stuff around the place, made social media, and come up on sales dates. They did not have an Instagram. They had a Facebook of 500 followers. It was very hard to cooperate and try to get people to follow, but again, Lincoln is from an older generation, so the 95 followers that we have is rocking. Alrighty, so my experience here is really great so far. I have one more week, still working hard, a lot of hustle and bustle in there. Hospitality is really great there. I got to interact with the community here in Lincoln, working remote. So I put about 80 bucks in gas a week. Yeah. So I decided to work some days remote. That was awesome for me and awesome for my team that I have there. We're finishing up interests on social media posts and working to be the best out there. Alrighty, what we have here at Lincoln Farm. Lincoln Farm is just a big farm supply where you can get all your Napa auto part needs, and we do clean tractors as well. So these are some of the tractors that were in the shop getting worked on. Alrighty, and that's inside our shop. This is my department, is what you see on your right. But that's our Napa auto supply stuff on your left, and on the right is my tractor, impulse buying. They're collectible tractors. That's what I specialize on. I have some up on Nex-Tech Classified as well, so you can go ahead and see those. We do a lot of that. My manager, Dave, he's really cool. He can go out and kind of buy for us and supply that, so I like working with the little tractors. I get to play with them too. Alrighty, last part of Lincoln Farm Supply. They do hydraulic hoses. And I did not know what the heck that was, so I had to learn a lot. So we specialize here in our hydraulic hoses. We do make them ourselves. The hose endings are a metal piece, and they have to secure it with a bonding, which is that yellow box right there. They basically place the hose end in there and basically press down on the hose end to make their own hydraulic hoses. And these are used in different amounts of tractors, and also different semi-trucks have a lot of them, but they bust easy. It's just a compression to keep the air flowing through. But that's about it with Lincoln Farm. Advertising photos, I do all of that. I did make these photos myself. These are on our Instagram, and they will be featured in the theater there in Lincoln. I kind of like the one on the left. Hey, look, Dad, I'm like you. That's kind of cool. Again, got to play with tractors. Okay, so moving on. In Lincoln County, we do have Marcon pies. I got the courtesy of Craig, my boss, to work for both of his businesses. He does own this one. Marcon Pies has been around in Washington, Kansas, and we had brought it to Lincoln. Basically, everything I did for Lincoln Farm, I did at Marcon. Based on the social media posts, I actually got to do marketing. I actually got to go into grocery stores and ask if they wanted to be a vendor of ours to have our pies in their grocery stores. I also went to businesses to try and sell them. The processing of making the pies, that was hard. Let me tell you that. It was really hard. Working on coming up with a pitch to speak to businesses was not as hard as I thought, but still overwhelming, meeting new people that you'll never see again. So that was kind of hard. But last but not least, advertising as well. Alrighty, and these are some of my social media posts that I have made. We've come out with our coconut cream pie that is supposed to be out soon, as well as our gluten-free pie. Those are supposed to be hitting the market soon here. We got the labels for it, so that'll be awesome to look at and to look forward to. Okay, so reinventing Marcon. This was their brochure. Yeah. Small writing, again. Lincoln does have a crowd of older generations that will not be able to read that. I can't even read it from here. It was very hard to construct. It was very hard to negotiate with Craig on what he wanted to put on it, but we leveled out and started with this. So this is the inside of it. I did put a couple pictures in there. Again, the wording is really small. It's what we had to deal with. He wanted a lot on there, so we decided to do that as well. So that is the inside of it, and this is the outside. So again, just like a trifold, a brochure, something to get buyers interested in, something to get them, you know, catch up an eye. All the pies in the middle were made and ready and set to go for a fundraiser. I think it was in Beloit. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what it was for. It was like the first day I started working there, they were working on these pies, and I was like, this will be a great picture to capture. So that was awesome. And then, of course, I made an Instagram for them and a Twitter. That was really hard because, again, I had to start from scratch. So 0 followers. We're up to 76. Good for Lincoln County. But we're trying to gain that following and everything else. So to do that, it'll be a grind. I also wanted to share with you, we do have an intern at Marcon Pies. Her name is Bree. She's awesome. She couldn't be here today, but she wants to be a pastry chef. She's very articulate. She's coming up with our cream pie recipe, and she found our gluten-free pie recipe, which is awesome. She's going to a community college, and she's going to be a chef there and try to understand culinary and all of that other stuff. I wish she could be here to tell you more about it, but she's amazing, and if you get to meet her, she's very precious. I love her so much. But again, that's me. If you have any questions, please follow Lincoln Farm Supply. I do a lot of fun stuff in stories. We do actually have, I'm gonna do some marketing right now and advertising. We do have some apparel that is set up in our store right now, some Massey Ferguson jackets and some Massey Ferguson shirts that are for sale. They have embossed on the jackets the Massey Ferguson logo. They're really nice. Coming up on the fall season, you might want to snag yourself one. We only have 3. So get yourself one. And then again, Marcon Pies, we do have a Facebook and an Instagram, of course a Twitter. I think I might discontinue that because Twitter and pies, and it's kind of hard to get people to follow both. So just the Facebook and Instagram would be awesome if you could go follow that. And if you have any questions, now's the time. Thank you.